This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So this is the AI and ML Practitioner Training Program, and today is the demonstration day where I'm going to talk about the program and the highlights and the agenda of this program altogether. And I have few couple of slides that I have prepared for you guys to make this session very smooth, and I'll be going over with these slides, and I hope you like this, and I hope I will be covering at least most of the common questions that you have, right? And if you have any specific questions that are not covered as part of this the demonstration session, feel free to unmute yourself and can ask me, and can also put it in the chat window, guys. Yeah, I'll be mostly taking 20 or 30 minutes of your time today to detailed talk about the AI and ML practitioner training program, which is a kind of the buzz word, right, nowadays. And I'm sure most of you are here with the thought that you will be, learning, with the thought that, to learn about AI and ML thing, right? Sure. Uh, Also, you know that this is the kind of the new technical skill that the people are looking at the moment, and right, this is still at early stage to you know uh, develop the products, and how it will be useful in the real-time products. But uh, I'm sure, right, it is going to be injected into almost all the products, right? I'll talk about more details on that. Thanks. So yeah, this is the again one more time welcome to the AI and ML practitioner training program, and this is PR Reddy, and I'm the instructor for this complete course program, guys. Okay, and a brief about me, and I think most of you who are here well know about me. You might have been taken my previous courses, right? But if someone new here, like I have 14 years of experience in IT industry, have handled many different roles in IT, and almost 11, 12 years of experience into the training program, right? I've been into the training and have provided a lot of trainings on different technology stacks, right? As market goes to the next level and expected the different skills, I also upgraded myself, and started sharing my knowledge as well to the people. That's where my fashion as well. And I think a couple of folks already know that, right, who took the training from me, right? The Python, AWS, DevOps, right? And now, since the people are talking about AI and ML, okay, I thought like, okay, let's start sharing the AI and ML knowledge as well that I have with you guys. That will definitely help you to upgrade your career to this budging technology, which industry is looking at this time. Okay. So looks good. And if you wanted to know more about me, obviously you can get some of the Google reviews, Udemy reviews, because there are a few courses that have been delivered in Udemy platforms and Udemy YouTube too. Yeah. I think before I get into the technical part and some course details, right? Most of you are definitely uh, trying to know the batch timings and other stuff, right? So I'm planning to conduct this batch 7 a.m. IST, and as of now, the plan is to have 3 sessions per week: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it may change as well based on the schedules that we have, and we'll adjust it. But for sure, it's gonna be 3 sessions per week. Okay, but the days can be changed, but as of now, the plan is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, guys. Okay, so it's a very new technology and a lot of new terminologies will be there. It takes time for you guys to digest the technical terms and understand it, right? So it's better to get the new content loaded into your minds for 3 days, and rest of the 4 days in a week try to explore and digest the knowledge and be ready for the next sessions with the assignments that I'm giving for you guys, right? That's how the plan here. Okay, and the total duration of the course may go up to 90 days. That's the current expectation or the estimation, but it may be plus or minus 10 days, obviously, right? And yes, every session will be recorded. You'll be getting the recorded session of no, each session to go back and review the session and come back to me if any questions on that, right? And at the end of the course, yes, definitely you will be getting some resume help to modify your profile with the AI and ML skills that you are actually learning through this program, right? So, and to get expertise on this new budgeting technology, yes, I'll be helping you guys to give you some small tasks, assignments for you to practice. And I'll also be sharing all the project code that I'm using in the session, right, with you guys so that you can practice the same stuff at your own pace and come back to me if any questions on that, right? So that's how it works. And why the AI and ML? Why you guys are here to know more about the AI and ML? Because definitely, right? So you might have been heard that the market is upgrading to the AI and ML skills, and right. So with that context, since this is a new technology, I wanted to go little more details about the use cases of this AI and ML and the job roles that we have, and where you will be get fit into that particular job roles. I'll talk about all these things as well. So not just the content guys today. Okay, hope that helps you if you have any specific questions around this technology. Okay, so from the application point of view, right? So the artificial intelligence is mean that training the machines so that the machines can think as like a humans, right? How a human brain has the intelligence to do the things based on the real-time incidents, right? So similarly, we're expecting the machines also should think and act, right, based on the real-time scenarios. That is where we say that artificial intelligence is actually enabled to the machines as well through our software programs, right? As of today, if you look at the use cases of the AI, right, there are many, but I'm just trying to call out certain uh, important ones, right? The AI is being used in the robotics domain, where the autonomous systems are being used, right? You might be heard about this as well. And it is being widely used on the computer vision technology. That is where the visual perception will be taken care of, and this is being used in the machine learning as well, right, where the machines will learn from the data and provide the services for us, right, and the natural language processing NLP, right, where the machines can understand the human language and respond back to us, correct? If I go a little more details about these four different subfields inside the AI from the use case perspective, right? And you like from the robotics perspective, just to call out some examples, right? The self-driving cars, right, will be using the AI technology so that the cars can go drive without a driver, right? Based on the destination that you set, right? So that's where one use case, and the delivery robots where the product will be get delivered to your doorstep by the robots, right? Not the delivery boys. and the domestic robots where you see some vacuums, right, within the home are also robots, right? So these are the few things which are using the AI technology, right? And this autonomous side of domain is still emerging in the market, and in near future you definitely see a lot of these automated the robotic systems will be coming into our life, guys. And yeah, so the computer vision side, right, basically the way how the machines can understand, learn, and process the images and the videos, right? That is where the computer vision come into the picture. So basically, how a human can see, can watch the content, right? Basically, the human can see something from the eyes, and the brain learn from it and apply it at later cases based on the situations, right? So similarly, if my machine wanted to see something and learn from it, right, that's where the machines should able to uh, understand the image data and the video data, right? So that's where the computer vision will come into the picture. Okay, if I talk about some of the use cases at a high level, right, as of today, I'm sure you already started using this AI features like facial recognition, which is added a feature in your mobiles, and the self-driving cars, like how a self-driving car can follow the rules, right? Basically the road has the lanes in it, so the sensors will be looking after the lanes. It captured the image, right, and it learn from it, and it know that how it has to be drive, right? So all these things will happen there. And nowadays in the healthcare industry, right, whenever the scans are done for a specific human, right, the automated AI systems can go through that scanned image, right, and give the report for you. I think if you are uh, yeah, please turn off the cams, guys, if that is not really required here, just to avoid the distraction to the others. Thank you. Right, so let's say you get one scan done, right, the CT scan done, right? So we don't need the doctor come and review your scan and tell you what disease or what problems, right? Basically, before the doctor come and look into the report, the AI systems can go through that scanned image and generate the report out of it and give the summary of that report, right? Of course, the human required to do the some validations there, but the most of the work is being done by the AI systems, and later on the humans are required as a gateway to validate that report and do something there, right? Something like that. Yeah, I'm just calling out some of the use cases so that you will be understanding how the AI technology will be coming into our life in the near future, right? And when it comes to the machine learning side, right, that's where most of the predictions and the recommendations related products are being used this machine learning, right? If I talk about the use cases as of today, right, most of the AI systems are capable to predict the stock prices, right? It may not be 100% accuracy, but yes, the machine's also improving further, right? And it is able to predict and give you the stock prices. and and when you are watching something on the Netflix, right, you get the suggestions, right? So most likely the suggestions may be a you may be liking the suggestions, right? Sometimes, I think most of the times, right? So how the Netflix is able to give you the suggested video content for you, right? It is basically understood that your behavior, what kind of the content that you are liking, and various other factors, and able to give you that, right? How that's happening? That's the AI technology behind the screen. That's where the software is written, right? And the retail demand forecasting is one use case that I can call out, right? So uh, how much inventory that I need to maintain in my store, right? As a human, probably it's difficult for me to analyze how many number of the items that I need to maintain in the store, right? The AI systems can look through the previous sales and analyze it, the patterns, and can suggest, right, the inventory that we need to maintain. So it's easy for us, right, to go and just follow the AI systems and maintain the inventory. Even if the AI system is making wrong, that's okay. We can tell to a AI system that, hey, last week you recommended me this many number of inventory, but look like it's not happening, right? You give the feedback. The AI systems can learn from the feedback, improve the suggestions, and make it better and better every day, guys. Like when the human is doing the mistake, right? The humans are learning from the mistakes and improving, right? So similarly will happen here as well, right? All these things are possible. Okay. So when it comes to the natural language processing, right, that's where the AI systems can interact with the humans directly with in terms of the text or the voice. That's where most of the chart, the charts are coming up these days, right? So let's say chatbots. You get these chatbots everywhere nowadays, right? Almost every product, every app has this chatbot having some virtual assistant for you. So you can quickly go and put your questions there and you get the reply back, and that reply is coming from the AI, right? Not the human behind the screen. So almost 90% of your general queries are being addressed by the AI systems. If you still think that it is not able to give you the right answer, maybe you can ask the AI to connect with the agent. That's where the call will be routed, right? Yes, that's happening now, right? The email filters and the voice assistants like Alexa systems, right? So all these are come under the natural language processing section. Yes. So this slide, I my goal is to give you the insight that how the AI is coming into our life and in what and all different domains or sectors, what kind of the use cases that we are using it today, right? So basically, right, when the humans started using a specific technology, that is where more opportunities will be there because someone has to develop the systems, right? It won't be working just like that, right? So that's how it is. And when you are here to learn the AI and ML, right, you can't learn everything just like that, right? So it's a vast, and we should know what is that we need to learn within this AI scope, guys, right? The one single person can't come and do the job of everything, right? So there are different domains. We need a domain knowledge, subject, and a lot of other things, right? So in this whole context, in our AI and ML practitioner training program, right, I'll be assisting you guys to learn the machine learning within the AI. AI is like a broader term. Within the broader AI term, right, the machine learning. And within the machine learning, yes, you will be learning how to develop a ML application, right, for the prediction based applications and the recommendations. And you will be learning the natural language processing, how the text can be given to the the AI systems and how it is able to respond back using the chatbots. Under the CV, right, I will talk about the image processing as well, how the AI systems can understand the images and what's the technology behind the screen, right? So this is what is being focused here. Okay. And the robotics and other things will be the different section altogether, so that I'm not touching, and it's difficult as well to demonstrate that autonomous systems as well. It will be a different road, guys. I'm just trying to give you the insight because everyone will say that we are learning AI and ML, but what is that we are learning? What is the scope that we are focused on? That is what is very important as well, right? And if I go to my next slide, right, probably now still you may have a question that what is AI and ML? Just to give you some brief demonstration, right? This is the loan application. Let's say a customer wanted to apply a loan on the specific bank, right? And the loan will be approved or rejected based on the candidate profile, right? And I don't want the loan manager is reviewing your profile and take a decision whether it can be approved or not based on the learnings that the manager has done on the bank for several years. I need a AI system, right? I need a machine learning, right? Who can review your profile and take a decision and give you the status of loan approved or rejected in a matter of seconds, right? So that's one use case that I can talk about. It's a simple use case, and you already using this in nowadays and go to the website and just start filling up the form, right? And you are seeing the improvement, right? How did you apply for the loan a 10 years back, and how are you applying for the loan now, right? You are seeing that upgradation, how well matured nowadays the apps, right? Because of the AI integration in everywhere. Okay, and to make this possible, right, it's not so easy, right? In the behind the screen, we need a data engineer to work on preparing the data. We need a data scientist to do the data analysis part. We need a product manager who will, preparing the requirements from the customer side or the business side. We need a AI ML architect who will design the solution from the technical perspective to achieve this business goal, correct? And we need a AI and ML engineer who will, who can train the machines, correct? How a machines can do all of this like a human, right? So like how we train the humans, right? Basically, if you get a very fresher or if you get a new guy who doesn't know anything, we'll be training the persons, right? Hey, this is how you need to train, this is how you need to learn, right? Similarly, we need to train the machines as well so that the machines can start acting as like a human brain, right? So the AI and ML engineers are there here to train the machines and make sure that we are getting the right results from the machines, right? And there is a ML ops engineer as well who take care of processing this whole uh, architecture and making it into automated pipelines, right? On operation side of world, all these things are handled by the ML ops engineer. The AI developer is one more role who will be responsible in making this AI application completely usable to the end user, right? At the end of the day, my customers should come to my application like a website, right? And start using my use cases, right? How we can present this technology to the user in a right way. So that's where the developers, the AI developer will be developing the required app and integrate it back to my backend AI systems. All this will be happen there. Now you're seeing, right, there are multiple roles that are involved to make one single product, right? So that's the reason, let's say you wanted to learn how to make this loan application, right? It's not one role, guys. It's a coordination of multiple job roles behind the screen in the real time. So now when you are learning the AI and ML, see where you will be fit in, right? In out of all these different job roles. And in this program, yes, definitely if you're working as a AI and ML engineer, right, you may need some cross skill as well, how other teams are working, that is true. But the primary skill that what we are focusing as well, right? And in this AI and ML course that you are here, right, I'll be primarily focusing on AI and ML engineer job role, right? So we are here to focus on AI and ML engineer job role and the responsibilities, technicalities, what is there, what is needed to work you in an industry as a AI and ML engineer. That is what is our focus, guys. And of course, there will be another 10-20% of cross skill as well, in the sense as part of the AI and ML engineer, right? I'll also talk about the data engineering skills, some of the data scientist skills, some of the MLOps engineer skills as well, because if you're working in a real time, definitely you will be talking to all other cross teams, right? So you should know at least some basics how you can deal with the other teams, right? Without that, you can't work alone. So I'll be talking about all other required dependency skill as well as part of this course, but primarily it focuses on AI and ML engineer role. So hope this is clear so far, all right? And I'm not seeing my any questions as well in the chat window. Looks good, right? And you see here the overlapping guys, right? You can't learn just a individual job role. Of course, always you should have your individual job role as a primary skill and keep the secondary skill, which is the dependency skill, or that could be your secondary skill could be a primary skill for other people who are working in a different job role, right? That's what you can see here as an overlapping skill, right? So you can see the machine learning people are having some knowledge of the ML ops. The data engineering people are having some knowledge about the machine learning and ML ops. The DevOps people are having some knowledge about these sections. That's how the overlap is there. That is what I was saying, right? I'll be mainly focusing on AI and ML engineer role, but you may have some overlapping skills also be covered as part of this course. Just to call out some of the tool names because that's what is important, right? At the end of the day. So to become the AI and ML engineer, right, the Python is mandatory, right? So Python is very much mandatory. So that's the reason I will be covering the Python from very scratch, very basic, whatever is needed for you to learn in the Python to start working in the AI and ML side of world, right? So then I'll talk about the REST APIs. That's very much important. Then I'll talk about the data version control systems, scikit-learn, the Hugging Face libraries, right? The Streamlit libraries, Kubeflows, and PyTorch frameworks, TensorFlow frameworks, right? And the vector databases, right? And the lang chains, right? To connect all of these things and the ML flow. These are the couple of top tools that we are trying to focus here to build these ML and AI related products that we talked about some time back with respect to the AI and ML engineer role, guys. Okay. And from the technical view perspective, okay. Uh, okay. From the technical point of view, right? The machine learning is just the one unit within the AI, and that's where we are putting more focus there. And some time back, I said that the machines are trying to learn and deliver the results, right? Correct. So when the machines are trying to learn, like how the human can learn the data and act later, right? When the real-time situation comes in. Similarly, my machines should learn, get trained, then take a decisions later based on the real-time situations, right? When the machines are learning, there are different type of learning algorithms are available. At high level, I would say these are the supervised deep learning, reinforcement, unsupervised. These are the different styles or different algorithms that how a machines can learn. Okay, and just to give some brief within the supervised learning, right? We will be having some models and logistic, decision tree, random forest. These are the some basic models that we will be using to make my machines are learning in this approach. Again, these terms might be pretty much new for you guys, but I thought like it at least makes sense to cover this as part of this demonstration session because this is the time for you to take a decision, right? Because I'm sure there is a lot of confusion in AI world. What is this AI? What to learn there? How many different job roles? Is it fit for us? That's where it is. That's the reason I'm giving more details so that it makes clear and you are confidently can take a decision to start upgrading your skill, guys. Okay. And the Skykit Learn library is one what is providing all these different models. And within the deep learning, we have the natural language processing. Within that, we have the generative AI, Gen AI, and within that we have some LLMs. And these are the couple of popular LLMs, right? The GPT from OpenAI, Llama from Meta, Gemini from Google, and we can get the some versions from the Hugging Face libraries, right? And within the reinforcement learning process, we have some agentic AI. Again, I think agentic AI also coming into the budging these days, which will be mainly focusing on autonomous technology, the robotic cars, self-driving cars, all these things, right? So yeah, this is how it works. And again here, like you see, there are a lot of things to learn. What is the scope that we have in our program? What is that we are trying to learn here, right? So in the market, again, there are hundreds of models are available today. So we can't learn all these things, right? So the scope here is focusing on some top uh, most required skills, right? So within this machine learning, and we are here to learn completely the supervised learning process and the deep learning. Within the supervised learning, we will be, uh, learning the logistic decision tree, random forest, part of the Skykit library. And within the deep learning, we will be learning the Gen AI. That's where the LLMs comes in. And we will be learning about the Hugging Face, how to get them and use them for building the AI products, right? And uh, yeah, that's what it is. We're not touching the agentic AI and other things, which will be completely deviating the scope. That's a different skill altogether. Of course, that will be, I meant to say the use cases are different. That's it, right? Yeah, that's what it is. And at high level, I wanted to go this slide, like basically first I'll start with the AI and ML basics, right? That's where my course will start, guys, so that we'll get an idea about the AI and ML basic stuff. After that, I'll start with Python, which is a mandatory skill. After that, I'll talk about the actual AI and ML, guys. So during the journey, yes, first I'll go with AI and ML basics. I'll give some data engineering basics. I'll give some data scientist related basics so that we have all covered the required prerequisites. Then I'll talk about Python as a programming language. Once the Python basics and the required Python data structures are covered, the APIs and all, then we'll talk about the AI and ML core part. That's where we talk about the AI frameworks, libraries, right? The model engineering, the deployments, vector databases, all this stuff, guys. Right? So once you become the AI and ML engineering skill with you, right? Then I'll also give some assignments for you to practice and talk about some real-time projects use cases and some resume help, right? For you to get place. And that's it. That's how the complete roadmap will be there here, right? And I'm sure the next question would be from you guys, the job roles, right? So as I said some time back, the different job roles, but you see here within the AI and ML, right? And again, guys, this is still in early stage. Every company may have a different job role, right? So I'm talking about some of the common job roles that you may see it in the job portals, right? And which are applicable to us. I'm not talking about data engineering, data scientist and all, because anyway, that's not applicable to us as the scope of this course and you are here. So the AI strategist is one job role that you may see. Mostly these guys are trying to see how this AI technology will benefit for our business. Because without AI, the business are running, right? All these years. Why I need AI in my product now, correct? So these guys will be analyzing how the AI will benefit us, how the business value can be improved, how we can improve the customer experience. So basically, they look at the business goals and see what we can do with AI in our product. That's how they will give the recommendations whether this AI can be fit into our business or not. If it is, right, all the pros and cons and the budgeting, all of the stuff. Okay. The data scientist is one guy who basically look after the data. Do we have required data for training the machines? What kind of the data that we have, right? And how we can make it forward, right? And they do little research on that side and give their recommendations how feasible it is to implement it. Because the AI strategist will mostly look after the business side of world, not much from the technical, right? So is it possible to implement it from the technical side? So the data scientist will look after the data, analyze the pattern, business behavior, see what's possible in the technical world, right? That's how the data scientist will be doing their own stuff. The architect will take care of, okay, so you all decided that the business will improve. The data scientist telling that it's possible using these different reports. The architect will now decide, okay, let's see how we can prepare the toolset combination, right? And what can be done to make this possible, right? They do little research, right? What technology that we should use, right? On all these things from the engineering perspective, right? And they come up with their analysis. Okay. And the AI and ML engineer, that is what we are focusing here to learn, right? And within this AI and ML, right, we'll be learning about like basically the AI and ML engineer will be doing the model training, model tuning, right, and model API, you know, deployments into the microservices side, some model pipelines, deployments, serving, right, and even these people will do little cloud integrations, all these things. But again, right, you see the scope. One AI and ML engineer can't do all of these, right? Again, when it comes to the real time, right? So basically, within the AI and ML engineer role, so some of the responsibilities are being handed over as a ML ops engineer as well. Wherever it possible to do some cloud integrations, some automations, some pipelines, some deployments, right? That stuff is handed over to the MLOps engineers so that at least the AI and ML engineers can primarily focus on, right, the model training, tuning, improve the performance of the AI, right? All this stuff will be primarily focused by the AI and ML engineer, right? That's how the role will be, right? And the AI and ML developer, this is a different role where they primarily focus on application development process, the actual core, app developers, right? That's how they design some workflows and all. And again, guys, these are the job roles, and always there will be some overlapping, and the companies may have their own job title, their own job role as well, always. But this will definitely help you, right? What are the different roles and where you see a fit into these roles and what you need to learn from there. Now, if you're looking about the reporting structure point of view, because you wanted to see where you are, right? So within the CTO, usually the head of AI engineering and head of AI strategies will be there. These are the two job roles, right? Within them, the AI architect will be there reporting to the head of AI engineering. AI strategist will be there reporting to head of AI strategy, because AI strategy will be looking after the business side and AI engineering will be looking after the technical side, right? So within AI architect, mostly you see the AI and ML engineers and the ML ops, and right next to that you can see the AI developer who develop the products, the AI products from application perspective, right? So this is where you can see the AI and ML engineering role and how you can fit into the organization structure, guys. Hope it makes sense, right? You see here, all these are the stuff that we are learning. As I said, AI and ML engineering and whatever I highlighted here, right? These are the skills that we are trying to focus and learn in this AI and ML practitioner training program. So our vision goal is pretty clear. What is that we are trying to learn out of this entire broader AI scope, right? Yeah, as I said, some cross skills, right? Some of the future engineering EDA part of the data scientist also will be covered. That's what I meant to say here. Looks good. And yes, definitely I'll talk about some of the capstone projects. Basically trying to show you some real-time use cases with the use of all these different technologies, right? How a app can be developed and used for the real-time use cases, right? Yeah, that's the most of the details, guys. And yes, you can contact my admin team and get the enrollment done, and we'll be get started with this journey. As of now, I'm thinking, as I said, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days in a week, right? So today is the demonstration day, so I'm thinking to start this day one, start from next Friday, right? So next Friday, 7 a.m. IST. So I'll try to start my day one. So before that, try to talk to my admin and do the enrollments process, right? Be ready and adjust your schedules, timelines, right? Try to spare some time for the sessions for learning, right? For next 90 days of time to learn all of this, right? So this is a time for question hour, but before me actually get into the question hour, I really quickly wanted to show you some simple app. You don't need to worry about this entire code, guys. So we'll talk about this code later, how we can write this code, what it is doing, all these things. It's a simple Python code. I just wanted to show you, right, a simple loan-based application, how it look like, how the AI can, respond the recommendation or predictions, right? That's what it is. Let it come. So while that is coming up, probably I can bring a course content, and I'm sure you already have received this course content. If not, we'll be sharing it as well. All right. So this course content has more detailed information about what this AI and ML practitioner training program is being covered, the different tools that we have, all this stuff, guys. Just some detailed, breakup of my content, whatever has been covered so far in this demo session. Nothing much, right? And if you're really interested, probably after the session as well, you can just go to your job portals and start searching for the job roles just to see what skills that they are. Sorry, accidentally I clicked. This is the URL. Basically, my application is up. That's what it is saying, right? So this is a simple application as part of this demo session, just to show you the stuff. By the way, can you see my screen? If not, let me
Yes, we can see.
share it again. I think you are seeing my different screen. So let me share the right one, guys. Yes, now you should be able to see this. Yeah, it got stopped. I'll have to do it again. Yeah, again, while it is happening, right? Let me Come here. Yeah. See, this simple application just to show you something in the demonstration session, right? Anyway, we have enough time to learn about all these things. So let's say I wanted to apply for the loan, right? So I'll say that I have two dependencies. I'm the graduate, right? I'm the self-employed. My annual income will be so and so on. I wanted to apply for loan, the loan amount. I wanted to repay in 12 months, right? And this is my CIBIL score or credit score, right? And this is my total assets that I have, right? And yes, I wanted to apply for the loan. So now we don't need any loan manager to look into your profile and take a decision, right? The AI systems are there to review your details and it can give you the suggestion, basically the response. How AI know? AI already learned from the data and it got that intelligence. Now it can act as like a human brain to take a decision and will give you the response right away here. So that's a one simple application. Just wanted to show you the way how the AI systems works, right? We'll get some confidence on that. Now switching back here, like you can search for some of the AI roles. Let's say AI strategist, right? You see here AI integration strategist role. We can see AI strategist role, and we can see one more here, AI strategist role. And let's say AI engineer, right? You see, right, principal AI engineer and AI and ML ops engineer, right? And you can see ML ops engineer, AI and ML engineer, right? You can see a lot of things there. Again, still this is in early stage, but this is a symptom that near future there will be more opportunities on this side, guys, right? And if you open one of the job role, let's see what they are looking for, right? So they are looking for the PyTorch, TensorFlow, transformers, which is part of your NLP, and the NLP, computer vision, yes, the LLMs, large language models, and yes, this is definitely there, some cloud skills, and you see LangChain, right? So most of the skills are covered in our course content, guys. I just wanted to quickly show. You can do your own research later as well before you take some decision, right? And if I come here, you see the Flask API is part of your Python, and you can see the SageMaker. We are also covering this, right? And you can see the LangChain, right? You can see them, right? Yeah. So I think that's all from my side, guys, to talk about. Okay. Uh, Let me back to the screen that I wanted to show. I think this is the right slide. Right slide. Yeah, that's all from my side. If you have any specific questions, let me know, guys. You can unmute yourself and can ask me if you think that I have not covered something on my course, or you can put it into the chat window, whichever is works for you. But usually my demonstrations will be different, but this time I just went ahead and covered some of the job roles and other stuff as well because this is a confusing topic as of today, how it works. So that's the reason. Hope it it has some clear understanding. Yeah, back to you guys now to raise questions for me. Yes, the first question that I see, yes, I'm planning to take 3 days in a week. And even if I take 5 days or whatever, right, it's difficult to digest the content, especially it has a lot of new terminologies and we need some practice on the code. So I think 3 days is good enough. That's what is planned. And the next question that I see in the chart, the deployment tools like the Qflow and the SageMaker and the ML flow for tracking. These are the main tools from the ops side if you are looking at. The next question that I see, no, Azure is not covered here. So if I touch the cloud, and again that's a different route. So the let's say if you are looking for Azure, that has to be learned separately, right? This is primarily focusing on AI and ML side of the engineering role, right? And some of the deployment tools that are needed from the ML side. Yeah. And the next question is, I'm thinking the estimation is like 90 days is the duration, but yeah, it may be a plus or minus based on how it goes. Tejaswini, you can uh, say you can post your question, or you can unmute yourself. Is I think it's fine if you have any questions. Well, regarding the K-serve, right? The K-serve is part of the Kubernetes concept, right? So the Kubeflow tool will automatically take care of deploying using the K-serve behind the screen. So we don't need to go deeper in K-serve how it works, which is primarily the Kubernetes Knative concept. But when we use a Kubeflow, it take care of K-serve part, and we'll see how the K-serve is being handled by the Kubeflow. That part is done. But to get more details about the K-serve, that will go towards the Kubernetes learning perspective. So yeah, we'll cover as needed. And looking into the another question, like if you are working as a DevOps engineer, right? Will this work for us? Definitely, right? This course pretty much covering the ops side of world as well, some of the pipelines, the deployment tools. So that is necessary for a DevOps engineer as well. Let's say if you wanted to continue work as a DevOps engineer, but still you need a AI enabled engineer. So what I would say, right? Irrespective of you are working in which domain as of today, it could be a DevOps engineer, a cloud engineer, right? Azure engineer, or it could be any other domain, right? So understanding how the AI systems works. You don't need to work there, but still understanding how the AI works, what it is, what problems that it is solving, having that minimal skill is mandatory going forward. Forget about if you're working or not, but this skill is minimum and which is mandate, guys. That's what I can say for sure. Right, and regarding the level of understanding that we have, right? So it's case to case based in the sense some tools I'll be going very deep and some tools will be basic based on the tool type, nature, and the use case that we have taken will be delivered. But for sure, right, we'll get the right amount of skill in each tool. Yeah. The other question that I see, right, is it covering the MLOps engineer role as well? And as you see sometime back in my slide, right, the MLOps is one subset within the AI and ML. So yes, definitely the MLOps related skill also will be somehow covered because we need to somehow I need to show you how to do the deployment part of my MLs, right? So that's where you can see here MLOps is also one subset within the AI and ML engineer role. So because the SageMaker Qflow is already ML flow is already covered, so the MLOps skill also will be added to this. So if you talk about the which models that I will be covering, right? So you need a model names. I think I already given some of the models, but yeah. So we'll be mainly on scikit-learn library and the Hugging Face. And within the scikit-learn library, we'll talk about some of the the supervised learning models. And from Hugging Face, we'll talk about some GPT models, right? A part of the GenAI. And yeah, we'll use LangChain and the transformers like PyTorch and you know um, uh, sorry, these frameworks as well as part of this to build the use cases. The other question that I see, right, does it cover AI agent setup? So I think that's not part of the AI and ML engineering role. So you see, right, there is a broader different job roles within AI. So we'll try to scope it to the AI and ML engineering role only.
Hello, hi sir, Shankar here.
Hi, Shankar.
I just want to know how much depth of Python we will be learning here. I mean, I'm been working as a DevOps engineer. I want to know, does it cover Python in perspective of DevOps? Like Python for DevOps will be in that angle is what I want to know.
So I'll be covering this towards the AI and ML scope. And if you already know something about Python, right, all the basics will pretty much sure covered. Then we'll talk about the API side of world, what is the API, how API works, API integrations. Then I'll directly jump on to the AI and ML related libraries. Of course,
OS, yeah. I just want to
like
know OS module.
pandas. Mhm. So majorly, we'll be focusing on NumPy and the pandas and matplotlib libraries and the specific ML specific libraries like scikit-learn, right? And the transformers, Hugging Face, all these things. That's how the discussion go.
So it helps in DevOps as well, right? I just want to know because is it
Of course,
like
right? Like let's say the Python is common for everyone, whether you work on DevOps or AI or whatever it is later tomorrow, right? Like the basic is common everywhere, right? You see how you can build a use case based on the module documentation that you follow. I mean to say there are thousands of different modules are available within Python, right? Everybody will be learning just the basics how you can use it. Later, when you have a use case, you see how you can which model will be uh, best fit for your use case. See how you can integrate it, right? If you know that, that's it. You covered everywhere, everything. I mean to say, you don't need to learn a OS module. You don't need to learn a sys module, right? The people will say how the models will be used, how you can install it, how you can integrate it, and get into the documentation, see it how it works, and integrate it. That is the skill that you need to look at. And in our case, yes, I'll go and do the development based on the modules that I see it in my use cases.
okay? Thank you.
That's how it works as well. Okay. And looking into the other question there, right? How much experience that I can showcase after completing this course? Uh, Again, guys, I'm sure I have to admit that the AI and ML is like a new thing, right? We can't say that I'm working in last 5 6 years and all, so that won't work out as well, right? So you have to admit that you learn this technology, right? You pretty much started involving into these domains in your current projects. That's how probably you can portray or you can, sorry, my bad, you can say yourself, right? Probably since last 6 months or 1 year, I slowly started looking into this area. Probably that is the best answer that I would say. Okay. And yes, the Python will be covered from scratch. You don't need to have any prior basics on the Python, guys. That will be completely taken care of because that's a basic fundamental that you must be knowing before entering into the AI side. So that I'll ensure I'll be covering the required skill on that. Even if you don't have any prior skill is fine. Is it make sense, guys? And what is that I'm answering to you guys and what is that you are asking there? And hope this session is helpful for you. to understand what's happening on AI side and few clarifications.
Yeah, hi Raja. Good morning. So one last thing, it is like the end date will be, I mean, the course end date will be August, September, and October, right? So the terminology is like 90 days in the sense only weekdays, weekends we will cover, or
Like as of today, the plan is I'm thinking the duration will be 90 days and 3 days in a week.
Sir, is it recommended to have some basic Azure administration knowledge before taking up this course, or we can
No,
directly jump on this?
we don't need any Azure basics here.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
never touch Azure in this program and we don't need it as well.
okay,
I will be using AWS Cloud for few things, but still, if you don't know AWS is also fine because I directly jump on the required tools in AWS and I'll talk about whatever is needed there.
okay. Thank you.
So answering to one more question, I think if you have taken the my previous trainings, right? If you wanted to know any upgradations in the content, right? You can just look after my latest index case. I think there are a lot of additions in the current batch that we are starting today. The many tools are added. There are a lot of upgradations. So I'm just trying to match with the current market expectations. So just look back the content once if you wanted to compare what was covered in the previous batches, what is today. Right. So just to confirm, yeah, we are planning to start the day one on coming Friday. I have not looked at the date, but yeah, I think it should be yeah. That's good. It's exactly August 1st look like. Okay. Yeah, that is the day that we start with. Yes, if you don't have any coding knowledge prior is fine because I committed to deliver the Python from very scratch. Regarding the pipeline perspective, as I said, the SageMaker will be covered, which is the popular tool for deploying the models. Yes, so as of now, like I'm committing to take these sessions on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's my plan. The reason why I said we may change, but we, based on the people that we come, right? Based on the people that we enroll, the enroll. So if anyone is seeing some different flexibility, I'm okay to, I'm open for doing the change. But again, I'll try to ensure everyone is uh, happy with that. Don't worry. On answering to one more question, right? Like you wanted to switch from a DevOps domain to the AI and ML ops domain. So this is the time to be AI-enabled engineers, rather switch guys, I would say, right? As of today, don't try to switch the domain. You learn it, you be enabled for the AI. That means you are now comfortable. You are, like, I mean to say, you are ready to jump onto the AI domains. That's where your goal, right? If opportunity comes, you jump, or else you become the AI-enabled engineer only, because you don't need to be a different specific AI job role itself. Being in the DevOps itself, you will get the AI deployments. You know what I'm trying to, right? Being in the DevOps engineer, you get the AI deployments. Rather, deploying the Java applications, you may need to deploy the AI applications. You may need to deploy the models, right? So that means the current job itself will be enabled for the AI, and I'm sure near future they'll ask you right, to start preparing the pipeline and deploy the AI applications. But your job role is still a DevOps engineer, right? So that's where it is. So try to be AI enabled engineer. That's the goal for now, that I would say. But yeah, if opportunity comes, we can easily switch as well. And the next question that I see, all these are open source tools. I think a majority of them are open source tools. But when it comes to the AI and ML, I think the majority, the main thing is the compute guys. Where do we run this code? How do we run this code? The infrastructure requirements. That is some challenging, but from the tool wise, yes, you can get all of the models for free from the Hugging Face as well. Not a big thing, right? And every day maybe we'll see, maybe around 1.5 hours. That's what is currently planned. It may be plus or minus based on the discussion. That's the everyday session that I'm trying to take on. Any other questions, guys? I'm not sure if I have missed anything that are posted in the chat window. And I know most of you are actually eagerly waiting for this AI and ML course.
Here, uh, like, are we going to cover any AWS service like Bedrock, Yoast, or training?
As of now, no, the Bedrock is not covered in this curriculum. Any other questions from the team? Or I'm okay if you can share the questions, comments, feedback. Anything is fine. If anyone wanted to speak, can speak as well.
Projects which we planning to discuss at the end, I mean maybe in the middle or end, are already pre-existing kind of in industry kind of projects, or which you developed in personal. I just want to know how does that project which we can so showcase ourselves are there industries ready projects?
Uh, personally, I don't build the projects myself. I'm not preparing any use case myself as well. I get the projects from the existing GitHub projects only. Like nowadays, there are a lot of real-time use cases are already built and made it available, right? So I'll just grab one good project that we can explore from the existing GitHub, and I'll try to execute the same.
Okay, and we can implement that which we have present in our like present existing DevOps cycles, are right.
Right.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Regarding the next question that I see, the course material, uh, see guys, how easy or difficult now to create a material out of this, right? So a lot of tools, lot of things that we'll be discussing. So probably we can get some important points, some important notes, right? Some high-level topics. That's possible, but if you are looking at the kind of the the tutorial kind, maybe it's not possible to prepare one like that, keeping this big context, right? But yeah, I'm open to share some of the internet links, the specific ones that you can look after, because though a lot of content in the internet, right? The very biggest problem is we don't know what to search, where to search, which one to read, right? Probably on that part, I'll be helping out by sharing the necessary links, which link that we need to follow when. That is also important. right? Based on the topic that we are discussing, the corresponding links that you can go through, I'll share some relevant links. I think that's good enough as well. Yeah, looking at the next question, like obviously, so anyone can learn the technology, right? So even if it is fresher is fine. So probably the freshers don't need the too much depth of the knowledge that I'm dealing here, right? But having some basic understanding of the AI skills is definitely helps the freshers as well to deal with their interviews. The only thing is they don't need this much of depth knowledge, but learning the things is not harm, right? Yes, they are allowed and they can learn. The main thing is we don't have any other dependencies that are required for a fresher to start learning this, right? So we are covering Python basics, we're covering all the things. So it's a pack of complete, right? So yes, they can start learning. It's added advantage anyway there for them, learning some more content and showcasing in their interviews, being as a fresher, obviously. Thanks. Right, and looking at the next question, right? Same thing, like in some material for Python coding. I'll provide the code, right? So whichever the code that I write, whichever the code that we discuss, I will share the code with you guys. You can run the code and you can execute it. But if you're looking at the material, kind of like the the notes about the code, how it works, how to use it, that material will not be available. It's not possible to prepare as well. But the code I'll be sharing. You run it, you know, execute it and practice it. Right? So the AI is early stage, guys. So this is the right time to get some knowledge because definitely it takes some time to get familiar and expertise on this technology, and the right time to jump on. And near future in 6 months, 1 year, it becomes the kind of the mandate skill, and anyway you have to learn, right? So as a AI enabled engineer, that's mandatory. So see, explore yourself and try to learn and keep it in your profile, guys. Any other questions that I can take on? Are you guys good with my details and what it is?
Yes, we are good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I see one more question in the chat window. Probably any specific questions on the profile, probably can contact the admin after the session. Thank you.
We will
For
be
now,
covering AWS SageMaker as well, right? Sir?
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll stop sharing, but still